At the Paradise is currently 32 degrees Celsius, Pathfinder.
That's quite a change. The vault really did its job.
Hey, I recognize your insignia. Your Nexus, right? A Pathfinder. Kent Halsey, Nexus Security.
Must be a reason you're here. Is there a problem?
Not with the Nexus. This is a personal matter. My sister Isabel fell in with the wrong people. She joined the rebellion and was exiled to Kadara. Somehow, she pissed off enough people to end up in this hellhole.
Your security and your sister's a troublemaker. Puts you in an awkward situation.
I know she can't come back to the Nexus, but we can start over on Kadara, together.
You'd give up your life for her?
Izzy's the only family I have. I'd do anything. The problem is, I'm stuck before I've even started.
Don't worry. I can track Isabel.
I think the salvager from
Get out of my... What are you looking at? To be honest, I'm curious about what's going on. That won't...
Pathfinder.
Right.
Wow.
Ryder, I heard that little exchange. I don't understand it. They screened every initiative applicant. Wow. Be careful around that one, Ryder. Got it. I'll add it to my databanks.
You raised the water prices again.
Excellent.
Swear I'll kill her.
Got it.
Heard you killed Klex. You raised the water prices again.
Thanks, Ryder. That should be enough. I'll analyze this and let you know what I find.
Well, well, look at you. I'm good at reading people. Want me to guess who you are?
Shoot.
A Pathfinder.
How'd you know?
I cheated. I run salvage to Kadara. Word travels fast there. Should hear what the collective is saying about you.
I take it you remember.
I don't take sides. That way when a fight breaks out, I always win.
You must deal with the scavengers a lot.
No more than I have to. Slavery, cannibalism, gang leader worship. It's enough to make my skin crawl.
Strong words from one of their customers.
I buy from them. Doesn't mean I have to like them. Might be safe here, but out there, if a gang leader wants you dead, you're dead. I don't plan to let my guard down.
You said you run salvage to Kadara. How does that work?
The scavengers come from Hell's Promise to sell me their scraps. I pay them next to nothing.
Charming. Then what?
I haul my loot to Kadara and sell to the merchants. Sloane takes her cut, naturally, but mostly I make a killing. Sometimes I even buy water from Ania and sell it at a premium in the flop house. It's a solid life.
If you say so. What's your take on Eladin?
If the worm or the gang leaders don't kill you, the heat in Ataraxia will. I don't know how anyone can live here.
Somehow they make it work.
Barely. At least once a trip, an escaped slave or ex-cultist tries to bribe me for a ride out of here. Except the Krogan. I've seen New Tachanka. We'd all be lucky to have a setup like theirs.
Got info on someone named Isabel Halsey?
What am I, your personal database?
You have info, I want it. Talk.
I don't know anything. I only heard her name mentioned. A group came through here to sell me that day's salvage. They said something like, Isabel's time is limited.
Is that it?
I don't get caught up in scavenger business. Bad for longevity. But if you want to find these guys, I have their nav point. Here.
Ever worked with a guy named Reyes?
Reyes? He's one of my buyers, actually. You know him?
We've met.
I'm not surprised. Reyes knows everyone. Some a little too well.
Take it easy.
Always do. That rumor about you smuggling defense plans out of Menai.
Nope, we don't talk about Menai.
Why not? Anyone who'd care is 600 years that way.
Fine, over drinks, you're buying. I hope we're not stuck.
remnant tech?
That a problem?
It is if they get their hands on a remnant core. It could become unstable and attract the Scourge.
How do we stop it?
Beats me.
Pathfinder, I could modify your Omni tool to disable the cores and prevent them from reacting.
Do it. Let's go fix this.
Pathfinder, I detect scavenger interference at additional remnant sites.
They never make it easy for me. Let's go to those other sites. Got them all.
Pathfinder, someone is attempting to access your comm unit. Should I patch it through?
Go ahead.
Hello, you're a Pathfinder, right? I recognize your receiver ID. I need help. I'm in the sinkhole. It's the one with... I'm sure you'll figure it out. Oh, good. You heard me. I was starting to think I'd have to walk back to that rundown shack they call a landing zone.
What are you doing out here?
I'm a scientist from the Nexus. I've been surveying Eladin's geography for several... and now I'm stranded on this hellhole.
Tell me what I can do to help you.
Glad you asked. A few days ago, my shuttle overheated and died. Then I ran out of water. After 2 days without a drop, I got desperate. Ended up trading a part from my ship to some scavengers. Once the delirium subsided, I realized my mistake. Turns out I sold them my thruster, which you need to fly.
The Tempest can get you back to the Nexus in no time.
And leave my ship here to be picked apart. If I leave, that shuttle needs to come with me. I figure since you're a Pathfinder, maybe you can talk to the scavengers. Get that part back.
I'll have that thruster for you in no time.
Helpful and efficient. I like that. I'll give you the nav point for their camp. Be ready. They're a prickly bunch.
Good luck out here. What's it?
Pathfinder, I am picking up unusual readings at the final site. Energy levels are higher than normal.
The cores are already unstable. You need to hurry, Ryder.
Cores are safe.
You dodged a big one, Ryder. Thank you.
automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
I say we wade in and clean up this mess.
Great shot. Clean shot. Let's go. Do you hear that?
I like this quiet.
What's this?
It appears to be a cat data log, Pathfinder. It may contain saved data of some variety.
Can we access this data, Sam?
The device is locked.
Anything you can do to bypass the lock?
This is beyond my current capabilities. We have never encountered a cat device with security like this before. I suggest we bring it back to the Tempest for further analysis.
Suvi might be able to figure it out. This should be the camp. Where are the scavengers?
Pathfinder, I detect movement. Someone is behind that door. It appears he's been dead for several hours, Pathfinder.
But who killed him?
I can be friendly. Let's talk this out.
You can start with an explanation. What happened here?
It was that bastard Axius.
Who?
You haven't heard of him? Axius leads the meanest gang on Eladin. They run raids on other scavenger camps, never leave any. I was lucky enough to find...
Your gang?
You can try getting it back from him if you have a death wish. I'll even give you the nav point.
You've been surprisingly helpful.
Hey, we're not all bad. Some of us just got unlucky. Oh, one more thing. If you see Axius, shoot first. He's not a talker.
Squad.
I like it.
Good aim.
That's taken care of. Now, where's that thruster?
This appears to be the thrust catalyzer from Nora's ship.
Finally. Let's get it back to her.
Yes?
Have you learned anything useful about Eladin?
That depends on what you consider useful.
Try me.
Well, I assume you know Eladin receives constant sunlight. There is no nighttime. But I've found evidence of a rare temperature dip, which means the planet experiences an occasional eclipse. Can you imagine? Constant blazing sun for years, then a week of night. It must be jarring.
Are you studying the sinkholes here?
I'm trying to figure out what causes them.
Any luck?
My scans show a high concentration of calcium carbonate deep below us, high enough to create pockets of brittle rock. These pockets break down and collapse, and it causes a chain reaction all the way to the surface. Incidentally, that would also account for all this sand.
I got your ship's thruster back. Well, catalyzer. Same thing.
Seriously? I wasn't sure you'd pull it off.
Your work helps the colonization efforts. Least I could do.
Glad somebody appreciates me. Well, I'll install this and be on my way. I've got a lot of planet to cover.
Be careful out there.
Right. I hadn't thought of that. Thanks for the rescue, Pathfinder.
storm really is something.
I see outlaws! That's teamwork. Nice headshot. Target's down.
Nice work.
We can't leave the outlaws to claim this tech.
Pathfinder, this technology was built by the scavengers.
Get ready to fight!
Good job! Great shot!
Enemies!
Shields are up! I'll take their fire! Hostile!
Pathfinder, this is the area the salvager pointed us to.
Form up, outlaws.
Think that's it? Isabel's mentioned in this.
Updating your interface with the nav point.
We almost have her.
Pathfinder, we're approaching a scavenger site. Hostile life forms. Caution.
Isabel could be in trouble. Let's move.
Hostile!
Okay, hold it. You. The one killing my guys? Come in here. I want to talk to you.
Was that Isabel?
Sounds like she's running things here.
Oh boy.
Well, well. You're from the Nexus. Should have known. I don't sell to your kind. Matter of principle.
If you're Isabel, your brother sent me.
Kent? For what?
He wants you to go back with him. To Kadara.
Well, you can tell him I'm not going anywhere. On the Nexus, I was a merchant's assistant. On Kadara, I ran errands. Now, I make weapons for the most powerful gang leaders on Eladin. I get perks, protection, and no one would dare touch me. Finally get the respect I deserve. And the best part is, I don't have to talk to ass-kissing Nexus dogs. Except now, I guess.
Kent's waiting. Don't pass up your only shot to get off this planet.
Whether I like it or not, this is home now. I have no reason to leave.
You have it good now, but these scavengers will turn on you eventually. Just like they turned on the Nexus.
Yeah, I get it. Honor among thieves. Fine. Can't stand the heat here anyway. I'll send a comm to my brother. Now get out of here.
Looks like that was another memory gate, Sam.
And the last. However, a deeper level of encryption is in place. Unfortunately, the conditions to unlock it haven't yet been satisfied.
Well, let me know when that changes. No telling what Dad was up to.
Not surprised Morta's still holding a grudge against the Nexus.
It's amazing they managed to set up any kind of working colony on this hellscape.
They're Krogan. They can live anywhere.
Pathfinder, I detect scavenger constructs ahead. Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Move along. No outsiders.
He's with me, human Pathfinder.
The one you were telling us about?
Jorgel Strux sent me. I'm supposed to talk with Morta.
So now Strux is friends with the Nexus. Traitor.
Think I'm a traitor too? Shut it, Breck.
I'm not here to step on any toes. I can help you guys out.
You assume we need help. Hey, you guys did your job. Now stand down and let them in.
But Drac.
Didn't I tell you to shut up? I'll spread the word so Morta knows you're here. Good. I'll see you inside, Ryder. Gonna have a few more words with this pair first.
Pathfinder must think he's pretty tough.
Saw the worm out there again.
Realize we can
That
hear
thing
you.
is huge.
Bigger than a threshing maw, isn't it?
It was an accident. The terminal with Dr. O'Keir's data was right next to the scrubbed ones. Don't worry, Dr. Gunnar. I'll track it down.
Hello. I noticed you were listening. Is it because you're... I'm frantic.
Anyway, it's encrypted, but it would be bad if it fell into the wrong hands. I can give you a nav point and the name of the scavenger I accidentally sold it to.
Send me the nav point and the terminal identification.
Done. I hope it's still on the planet. The Junker was aggressive.
Scavenger tried to steal our shuttle.
Pathfinder, when you travel, do you meet many Angara?
Sometimes.
Have you met one named Lieta?
I don't think so. Why?
She was a salvager, made runs. We climbed the dunes together. Took it. Lieta had a hard time in this heat, so I said I'd make her a cryo bracelet.
Were you two, you know?
We were friends. At least I thought so. One day she just stopped coming. I don't know where she is, if I'll ever see her again.
Tell me more about Lieta.
She's adventurous, optimistic. Her jokes could make a Krogan blush. In a place like this, she stood out. I think she'd stand out anywhere.
You think something happened to her?
She could have taken a new job. Maybe she was sick of Eldon. But if there's even a chance she ran into trouble, I can't stand not knowing.
I could track her down for you. Make sure she's okay.
There's a salvage runner at the Paradise. She might know something.
I would like that. If you find her, will you give her the cryo bracelet? Tell her she can use it to visit me again. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Sounds like Helios was an easy choice for you.
New galaxy, new life. Not interested in being a merc like my father, or battling it out on Tachanka. I almost didn't want to be packed into cryo for the journey. Wanted to see the whole thing.
Would have been pretty lonely.
Never been bothered by loneliness. The views would have been worth it.
What are you doing up here?
Looking. Back home we didn't have time to just stop and look.
Is life that different here?
It was all about survival. Here we don't have to fight so hard. Of course, the older ones still think they have to fight. Maybe it's just in their blood.
You seem... Krogan.
My father called me a Solarian in a Krogan body. Supposed to be an insult. Joke's on him, though. I like Solarians.
I should get going.
Feel like we can finally relax.
You know, just stick around. See how it plays out here.
Pretty wild out there.
No promises.
They'll kill you for a tire if it's the right size.
You hear Gorak and his team tried to fight.
Don't have permission to approach Morda. Think we'll have to go back to Nia? No. The deal was for 500,000.
Pathfinder.
Varka, listen to yourself.
I know what I saw. Did that worm think I wouldn't notice? It's my squad, not Gren's, and I'll be damned if I let them take orders from him.
What do you want me to do?
Handle it, Kortik, or I will.
Half the time, I feel like I'm the only one holding this colony together.
Trouble?
Varka and Gren fought together back home, side by side, but always... Now they have no... I can see the tension building. Colonists taking sides. This is how clan wars start.
Sounds like all they need is something to shoot.
That's exactly what they need. Best way to stop this feud is to perform a rite of union.
Which is?
Shove them into a ring with a beast. Make them fight it. Help me perform the rite, and we can hold this colony together.
You really think Varka and Gren could cause a war?
Big problems can start out small, not taking any chances.
How am I supposed to help with the right?
For one, they need something to fight.
I hope you don't mean me.
No, but I do need you to help me drive a beast into the arena. Shamans make a special lure for this. Should help subdue it.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Good. Set this lure out in the wild to attract a fiend. The beast might be feisty at first, so stay on your toes. I'll keep Varka and Gren from each other's throats till you get back. Good luck.
Yeah?
I'd love to take down the worm.
Don't be stupid.
So you're the human Pathfinder. You look different from the pictures I saw.
You probably saw pictures of my dad.
Your dad? You replaced him as Pathfinder?
It's a long story.
Haven't really kept up with Nexus news. Enough trouble to occupy me here.
Scavengers?
Amongst... I'll give you the nav point so you can avoid it. Or not, as you choose.
Tell me more about the Flophouse.
It's a loose collection of shelters where some scavenger gangs gather. And if you get close when they're hungry, well, that's how I lost a liver and gained a limp.
Have you had much trouble with scavengers at the colony?
Not yet. They're not that stupid. A bunch of squishies against 100-odd Krogan? Give it a little time. Resources run low, they'll get desperate, and who knows?
Thanks. This information will come in handy.
Just trying to help.
You don't have permission to approach Morda.
You Ravenor Brank? Struck sent me. He said that you...
Yes. Find me later near the fighting pit.
Hey, Nexus. I'm the one you talk to around here.
Are you Morda?
I'm Nakmor Morda, Overlord of the Krogan in Helios.
Overlord?
And you're the celebrated Pathfinder from the Hyperion, found at last.
I'm Ryder.
This is thrilling. I've never stood so close to a Pathfinder before. Mostly because the Krogan never got one. Welcome to New Tuchanka.
I understand you and your people are pissed off.
Humans were welcomed into the Citadel Council with open arms, while the Krogan endured centuries of oppression. You have no idea. Your understanding only makes me mad.
Okay, gotcha. Loud and clear.
Why are you here, Pathfinder? To see what a successful colony looks like.
Our outposts are new. We could use the advice.
Your manipulation is so transparent. No advice for you, only regret. Watch, the Krogan will thrive and the initiative will pay. Get out of my face before I smash it.
A pleasure catching up with the new Krogan hierarchy. See you soon.
Mortis certainly lives up to her reputation. The Nexus is in danger.
Yeah, maybe.
Hard to keep.
The initiative will pay. She said that, right? I didn't imagine it.
Let's talk to Brank before we freak out. Ravenor Brank.
Quiet. Anyone tells Morda I'm talking to you and I'm kicked out.
Spit out what you know, and I'll take it from there.
Okay. I said quiet, not rude.
What?
Did you see the crashed ship as you landed? Morda's after the drive core.
She can't activate it. It's remnant.
What are you talking about? She's building a bomb.
With a drive core as a power source? Sam?
Dangerous to those handling it, but, in the end, very possible.
Demolition teams have been busting down walls for months, battling those robots and scavengers. Lots here want peace with the Nexus. If Morda gets that drive core, boom, it's over. Now get away from me.
Got it. Thanks.
That's a sure winner by now.
Hostiles! Giving shield assist!
Wish I knew how that lure works. Could come in handy. Let's go back to the shaman.
Just keeping an eye out. You taste something different about the ring call.
Been out of the Sea of Ataraxia?
Don't have permission to approach Morda.
Pathfinder.
I set the lure.
Good.
I don't like it, but I...
Gren's another story. He refuses to fight with Varka.
I'll talk to Gren. He'll come around.
Ha! Good luck.
I don't care if they're hungry. They'll fight or they'll be thrown out.
It's Gren, isn't it? I'm the Pathfinder. There's a right of you...
I told Court...
Varka already agreed?
Don't care. I'm not fighting with that arrogant sack of rocks.
You want to destroy the colony over this stupid feud?
This colony is all I...
Then don't let it get...
You sound... Fine. But...
Me?
That's...
What a...
No squad.
Guess I don't have much of a choice.
Pathfinder, turns out that fiend you lured was female. Brought 2 males with her.
You gotta be kidding.
Now this is a fight.
Hostiles ahead!
They'll be talking about this for years.
You're a tough one, Varka. Couple of those bites should have killed you.
Almost did. Your quick shooting saved my hide.
Yeah, well...
You're both strong, but together, you're unstoppable.
Yeah, I get it.
You're pretty impressive yourself, Pathfinder.
Too bad you're not Krogan. You'd make a good warlord.
Warlord Ryder does have a nice ring to it.
Ha ha! Spoken like a Krogan. Been working on those pointers you gave me.
It shows.
We've reached the nav point provided by Dr. Gunnar. The Krogan terminal should be nearby.
Okay, eyes peeled, everyone. Let's get in. We've got targets! Beach, don't get close!
This is the active terminal. Initiating download. Hostile shuttle incoming.
Looks like outlaws. One's gone.
Come on, come on! Got them all.
Hostiles!
Party just got bigger.
Download complete. We may leave now.
Easy for you to say. Can you tell what's in all that data? Better if it's worth almost getting killed.
Much is encrypted. However, a few phrases stand out. Krogan super soldier, pure Krogan, and tank bread.
Interesting. Send me a report of what you can decipher.
We're all clear.
I can't believe the terminal. Thank you for bringing me the crow.
Can't leave the outlaws to claim this tech.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
This is where the worst of the worst gather.
Eldon will never be a safe place to settle unless they're gone.
So let's get them gone. This place is a den of scum. Keep your eyes open.
You ever hear the saying, honor among thieves?
Yeah, but I don't believe everything I hear.
Wow. I think we're coming up on the flop house.
Disable the alarm before it attracts reinforcements, Pathfinder.
If people from the Nexus are being targeted, we have to do something.
We should get to that site as soon as we can.
Trying to find an alternative to calm in the wastes.
Hey, did you make sure comms aren't set to wide broadcast?
What? Ah, shit.
Huh. Comms just went dead.
So Ania's got a secret water. I'm afraid it will be a disaster for everyone who lives here.
The vault's active. A terraformed Eldon will have surface water.
Terraforming is a slow process, Pathfinder. The scarcity of water presents an immediate...
Worth investigating, then. Those scavengers talk...
We're never gonna find it.
Watch this squad.
instructions are ours. I think this is one of our failed mining outposts.
They must have barricaded themselves in. What now?
If we can find a security terminal, I may be able to attempt to bypass the locks remotely.
I see outlaws!
That's one. We've got targets!
Disable the alarm or it attracts reinforcements, Pathfinder.
It's locked.
Security must be disabled to open this door, Pathfinder. Incoming shuttle, Pathfinder. Almost there, Pathfinder. Just one more console to disable the door.
Target down!
Incoming shuttle, Pathfinder.
I hate that we have to ration water here.
There. Security disabled. Anything else, Sam?
No, Pathfinder. You should have access to the storage closet now. Alarms disabled, Pathfinder.
Good job!
I can bypass the command center's doors from here, Pathfinder. Please try to remain within range of the console until the process is complete.
They found us!
Enemies incoming!
Giving it everything we got. More on the way! Armoring up! Took one out. On to the next one.
Pathfinder, I have bypassed security. You can now enter the command center.
Incoming! I think we're done.
There. Let's hope that stops them.
He doesn't look happy!
I think this console opens a door to a nearby bunker.
Looks like it's time to explore.
There. Let's hope that stops them.
Ryder, I've analyzed the scans you sent me. I found something odd. Each scavenger's neurons were firing at an abnormal rhythm.
What does that mean?
It's only a theory, but I think...
Since we're here, we should look for it.
You've survived the gang leaders and the worms so far. I'm impressed.
What happened to the other salvage runner, Lieta?
The Angara? Who's asking?
I am.
Lietta's dealt with enough. She doesn't need a Pathfinder poking around.
She has a friend here. He wants to make sure she's okay.
Yeah? Where was he when Lieta was in trouble?
Just tell me where she is.
I don't know. Her ship was gone, so I flew her to Kadara. I didn't ask questions. Talk to Colt Dalton if you want to know more. He's the docks manager on Kadara. She had to go through him to get anywhere.
Take it easy.
Always do.
I'd like to test the serum on a live subject, but we need a good candidate. Scan the scavengers at the Paradise again. I'll tell you when I see...
Crone and his boys stole the part. Think you're tough?
I didn't do it. Didn't do nothing.
Okay, you didn't...
Good. What? Nothing at all.
There. He's perfect. You'll need his permission to administer the serum. We won't force it on him.
Hey there.
Don't know what they told you. I don't have
I just want to give you this medicine.
Feel better. Haven't felt this good in years. I don't want your blasted medicine.
Your mind regressed in cryo. This will bring you back.
Bring me back to what? Scraping and For the first time in my life, I'm free. Just leave me alone. Leave all of us alone. We're happy just how we are.
What if your brain decays more? You can't... I won't make you.
You're a pain in my ass. Fine.
Finally.
I take it, you leave me alone. Now shove off.
Not the first patient I've had who resisted treatment. Are they really happy this way?
It's their sickness talking.
Is it? I wonder. I'll monitor his progress and send you my findings. Thanks, Ryder.
Heard you killed the clients. Think you're tough?
So you're Ania.
That's right. And you are?
Veteran X. We do business with the same people on Kadara.
Ah, yes, one of the newcomers. Welcome, all of you, to my paradise. Outside the gates, you're on your own, but in here, you're safe. Anyone violates the peace, they have to answer to me.
Being able to maintain control here must be difficult.
These people need me. They need what I sell, so they behave, or they're out. Now, what can I get you? How can I help? Just let me know.
What can I buy?
I don't know. What do you have to trade? Mostly I sell water, but you should go out to the tanks if you want that.
Is there anywhere else on the planet to, I don't know, find water?
Not really. And if I don't like the look of you or you get on my bad side, Then no water for you. Step off. Not allowed back here.
I think this is Ania's office.
Yeah? I'll be the lookout. Check the door.
As expected, it's locked.
The scan should tell you how best to proceed, Pathfinder.
I hit those drugs. You kill me, you can't leave me else here. And I'm gonna I have your map. You're way off this planet. How are you so stupid?
There a reason you're pointing that thing at me?
Sorry.
Not a scavenger, Ryder. Data inconclusive. Find a different one.
Yeah? You messed me up. You're never seeing those dogs.
What? I have my sartars right here. I'm gonna peel your skin off and feed it to you.
I just told you I have your map. You're way off this planet. How are you so stupid?
Let's get what we came for before someone sees us.
Not a scavenger, Ryder.
Got the code for the office door. An underground lake. That's where she's getting her water. Got the nav point. Let's get out of here.
Then I'm gonna... Push that goddamn son.
Your timing is impeccable, Pathfinder. Another minute and those scavengers might have been wearing our skins.
You're not serious, right?
Who knows? We've heard stories. The desolation makes people a little unbalanced. I don't suppose you could call for help.
Of course. Sam, relay this location to the Tempest and get them to send a shuttle.
Done, Pathfinder. Help is on the way.
We'll just wait here till our ride comes. I don't expect we'll run into any more trouble. Thank you again.
It's that damn scourge. We wouldn't even have crashed if we hadn't...
I thought we were dead. Would have been terrible to survive that crash.
It goes on forever.
Huh. I wonder what the Remnant Builders' plans were.
I'm disappointed, Pathfinder. I thought you were someone I could trust. I welcomed you into my home, and you repay my kindness by robbing me.
You were hoarding water, threatening the survival of every person on this planet.
Self-defense. It's you people, you Vesagara, who threatened me. My brother tried to help your people when they first came here. He showed them where to find shelter, allowed them to take freely from our water tanks. He was killed for his trouble. I won't be as foolish as Asgar.
Don't you think you're headed toward the same fate by restricting access to a necessity?
If I die, so do they. There's not enough surface water on Eledon. These scavengers respect no one. Not me, not you. But they do respect the planet. As long as they need me to survive, they live by my rules.
You want me to forget everything I've seen?
Exactly. You say nothing. You allow me to protect myself and my home how I want.
How long have you known about this water?
Asgar and I found it years ago. On a mining expedition, the Remnant nearly killed us. I knew, even then, that I wanted to keep it a secret. It gave us an advantage. It took time to convince Asgar, but he came around eventually. I made him promise.
You expect me to do this just because you asked nicely?
Your Nexus needs resources to survive. Eledon is rich in those. What I gather, I will share, just so long as Eledon remains mine.
You have a deal. I'll say nothing about what I found here.
You've made the right choice. In return, I'll share the resources I gather with you. I'll leave whatever I can spare in my office. Think of it as a tithe. You haven't said anything to anyone, I hope. Don't forget to check the office if you haven't already. Left something in there for you.
You have a pretty good attitude for a place like this.
I've got nothing to complain about. I'm rich and no one messes with me. Most powerful woman on Eledon.
Yeah?
I don't mean to brag, but absolutely.
You hinted at your story when we last talked. Your brother, the lake. I'd like to know more.
Feels like so long ago. We were just exploring, looking for places, scrap minerals, anything. Asgard provoked a pod of remnant, and we figured they had to be guarding something. That's how we found the lake. It allowed us to make Eledon our refuge.
And then the Nexus exiles came along.
Asgard felt sorry for them. They were so far from home. Most were fine, but one... I avenged my brother, but I learned I couldn't trust outsiders.
What that exile did was terrible. I don't blame you for not trusting us.
But now I've found one of your kind who is trustworthy. As they say, the sunrise begins with a sliver of light.
I'll look around. Set up a dune camp. Stay on guard.
Looks like a remnant derelict.
seismic activity in this area.
That thing is massive. I wonder what brought it down.
Bet the remnant come pouring out when we crack that thing.
Yep.
Trapped and cranky remnant.
Those guys aren't going to welcome us into their territory.
Bodies, electricity arcing. We don't want to go in there.
Pathfinder, your shields will not withstand this for long.
Got them all.
Shields are up. I'll take it.
We need to find a way around this.
Scanning will reveal the missing glyphs.
That should do it.
Score. We're in.
This still works. Any theories about this ship?
You mean the crash? Scourge fried the guidance system, or maybe everything.
That's a safe bet. But where's the crew? What happened to them?
And where did they come from? This ship suggests they aren't from Helios.
That also means the killer bots. I won't complain.
This is probably the access terminal for the... The drive core's not here. Someone's been here, but they didn't come in the way we just did. Couldn't have.
A crash like this? There must be another entrance.
I hate when I'm out sneaked.
So who has it?
Scavengers? Gotta be.
I agree. Seems like the most likely culprit. We just have to find our way out and track them down. Huh. I don't think these belong here.
Flares? That's not Remnant.
The intruders must have entered from this direction.
Remnant here! More flares. Seems like the right direction.
Very kind of his thieves to leave us a clear trail.
Pretty handy. I'd hate to get lost in here.
Watch out! Remnants! There's more around every corner. Watch your 6, and your 3, and your 9, and your...
So this is how they got in, whoever it was.
It doesn't make sense that Morta's people took the drive core. If they knew about this entrance, why would they try to break in?
Finally, back out into the bright, scorching light of day.
Yep, sun. Relentless sun.
We've got a lock on your position. Sending down a forward station. Suvi, Sam's uploaded a signature from the Remnant drive core housing. Can you trace it?
Tricky from our position. It won't be a full scan.
Give me whatever you can. We need to find out who stole it.
Yeah, did it fall into the wrong hands, or the even worse than wrong hands?
Okay, think I've got something. I've updated your nav system.
Find the drive core using the energy signature?
The drive core emitted a unique reading that I haven't encountered before in remnant tech. It took a great deal of power to run that ship, whatever its purpose.
Suvi, keep your eyes up.
Fiends, plural! Fantastic.
We're sure this is the right spot?
I'm sure.
Perfect. How come the right spot is never by a quiet pond or in a field of wildflowers?
I cannot pinpoint my scan until we are closer.
Pathfinder? That signature Sam uploaded for the missing remnant drive core? It's near your present location. Scanning the area should narrow the search radius.
Thanks. Sam, scan the area.
Scavengers on this planet are so desperate. It's worrying.
What's this thing worth to them?
Seems like they threw everything they had at it. Must be a lot.
Sam, let's scan for this drive core.
Scan is complete. By my calculations, the drive core is here.
Wait until Morta sees us with her drive core.
No drive core here. Suvi, Sam, what's going on?
The drive core was here, Pathfinder, by the strength of the signature, not long ago.
Of all the shitty luck. Sometimes I think I'm unlucky. In general, I mean.
Not that I've noticed.
You can be honest. It's possible, right? Could even be genetic.
That's something you should talk to Lexi about.
Think I'd rather not.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Junk is prime for scavengers.
drive core was detected. We'll need to scan the area to zero in on the signal.
Thanks, Suvi. Looks like we missed the action this time.
Krogan and scavengers. Fighting over the drive core or just an ambush for loot?
Let's scan the bodies before they turn to dust.
Pathfinder, I'm scanning the unique signature from the drive core, but it's clearly not here.
Yeah, I got that part.
Which is why I specified clearly.
Sam, were you being sarcastic?
Not intentionally. However, I've noted that my response was regarded that way.
The drive core must be powerful to be worth killing and dying for.
Guess the winner of this fight. Password. Why would you ever write down your password?
Pathfinder, I detect a dip in temperature ahead. The scavengers have set a dune camp.
That's the last of them. Let's find that drive core.
These are the guys with structs. What are they shooting at us for?
Hiding something?
Like a drive core, for instance?
Call Drac! Let him know what's going on!
What's going on? Strux and these guys actually took the drive core?
I think I feel used, but I'm not sure for what. Drac, any ideas?
A few. Clan Jorgal is the worst. Unbalanced, unreliable.
You think maybe Strux wants to build a bomb?
Or just sell it on Kadara? But then why hide it here?
I don't know, but I can't wait to find out.
I'm super curious. Who can guess the motivations of a crazy Krogan? Drac, do me a favor and don't spill this to the Krogan yet. I want to talk to Morda and Strux face to face.
You got it.
Gil, I need you to send an ops crew to this location. They're picking up a remnant drive core.
Got it. Will do.
Sam, change the passcode on the door to this place and transmit it to Gil. Keep that tech safe. It might be the most powerful thing we've found.
I'll be glad when this is over. I'm going to have a long shower with some newly procured fancy soaps.
Could head to Bold for a snowball fight.
Been out of the Sea of Ataraxia?
Someone get this Nexus trash out of here. Hello, Nexus. You're back.
I am.
Strux tells me you went to get the drive core from my remnant ship.
That's true.
And that you sold it to scavengers who took it off-world to make a profit. For you and them?
It was gone when I got there.
Not possible. I had blasting teams there day and night.
Clan Nakmor is a joke. The losers of Chichanka and now the losers of Helios. Overlord Morda has lost the drive core, and our colony is doomed.
You're all talk, Jorgal Strux. I made this colony.
If there's an overlord, they should be from the oldest Krogan blood, Clan Jorgal. Watch, I'll rescue the drive core and make us so powerful that the Nexus will bow down to us.
Except you can't, 'cause we have it.
Aw, Drac. I wanted to see how long before he hung himself.
What do you mean you have it?
I'll let the Pathfinder answer that.
Strux played us both. Told me you were building a bomb.
Told me you were planning an attack on the colony. I'm impressed, Strux. You're more cunning than most Clan Jorgal. Smarter, even.
Nakmor arrogance. My father lowered himself to join your clan because he admired your grandfather. He was laughed at, called not worth killing. But now I've bested you, Morda, and Clan Nakmor will pay with blood.
You put the colony at risk over a grudge you carried across dark space? You really aren't worth killing, Jorgal Strux. Get out. Take your goons with you. Now where is the drive core? Hand it over.
Just like that? Hand it over?
It's incredibly powerful. We'll use it to power the colony. This'll put us ahead by decades.
Or it could do the same for Prodromos.
If you keep that drive core, it's over between the Krogan and the Nexus forever.
You have to give us something for it. It's only right.
We did get shot at. A lot.
What about joining our colony with your outpost? Give us the drive core and we'll be friends. New Tuchanka and Nexus. Keep it, and you've created a sovereign Krogan nation. We don't abide by Nexus laws or owe you anything. Even peace.
Ryder, I must point out that historically, unchecked Krogan advancement has been the cause of war and disaster for many, even the Krogan.
Well,
I think the drive core would serve us all better in initiative hands.
so the Krogan gets screwed over again? No. Helios needs to be a fresh start. Strux showed me that. I'm Overlord Morda of the new Krogan nation, and we're gonna thrive in spite of you, Nexus. Just watch.
You still gonna let us hang out here, though?
Of course. The Krogan are fair. You remember that.
We'll contact Addison and give her the news. Good luck, Overlord Morda.
Pathfinder, the call for deployment hasn't come.
It's not going to, Addison.
Damn it. Try to salvage something. Check the system for one of Kennedy's trackers. Maybe the Krogan colony is enough to draw one out.
Did I say you could speak
Gabriel's been asking if you can come by.
It's almost unbelievable. The cat always seems so monolithic, almost faceless.
There's so much we still don't know about how their society
The stuff you've brought in is helping shed some light on those questions. Speaking of which, this device you found at that destroyed cat ship, it's secured with a biometric lock that can only be activated. Exactly. Whatever's in this, it's probably only meant for trusted individuals.
A cat genetic code? We can't get one of those.
Thankfully, I think I have a workaround. Remember those cat genetic samples you scanned on Vold? Lexi's been working on the data, and we should go talk with her when you have time.
Pathfinder, you have pending vid calls.
Ryder, I was just about to call you.
Everything all right?
I've got numbers, coordinates, flashing in my head. I think it's an SOS from Mason.
It could be coming from your salmon plant.
He's sending me his location.
We did find evidence.
What evidence?
A bunch of stasis pods were jettisoned from the Ark. No survivors. But the logs show it happened long after Natanis hit the Scourge.
Someone's still flying the damn thing.
Or keeping it afloat, at least.
Here are the coordinates for my implant. Meet me there. We'll find answers.
Hey there.
Hey yourself.
Question for you.
Shoot.
When all this craziness is over, you think you'll have kids?
Why is that on your mind?
Jill, the best friend I mentioned while you were killing me at poker. She's starting the initiative's first repopulation effort at Prodromos. It's all she can talk about. It got me thinking. At the end of the day, this whole thing, the Andromeda initiative, we're basically here to spawn.
It took you this long to figure that out?
I told you, I didn't really think this thing through.
True enough.
Who knew this thing was just a The biological imperative is kind of a bummer.
So you want to have a child of your own?
You know me. My mom says that's how my dad was. I wouldn't know. His gut moved on before I was born.
In a way, that sounds like my dad.
Well, that's not fair. He kept you close. I see that. Thanks for talking.
Something's nesting here. Something that likes cereal. I wonder, we've probably got materials to build a humane trap and catch it.
Damn it, Sid.
What's going on?
I get influence with power players, only to have it squandered by a sister calling in favors under my name.
Do you know she got the genome for... Oh, what is it? Cats. Pulled from storage. 1, there's no place to grow anything right now. 2, it seems they aren't even a food. So why?
Lots of people love cats. They make them happy.
I don't think we're in a position to put amusement over necessities. She just doesn't think. Tries to help it, and she thinks what we do is so exciting, but doesn't really understand what it takes.
How can she, when you keep trying to shield her from your work?
I just didn't want her to grow up before she had to, like I did.
She's shown she's ready. Trust that. You can't protect her forever.
But what if she gets herself into another mess? What if she gets hurt?
She'll have you to watch her back.
I hate it when you're right. She's going to go her own way, no matter what I do. If she does it without my help, she'll run into even worse trouble. Thanks for helping me with this. I swear, my sister isn't going to drag us into an ambush again.
Hey.
Hey, why don't you listen to me? First in the facility and now with Azul. I can't talk to you right now.
Glad you came by.
After 4 years with Asari
Choking hazard.
Wow. You were in the Alliance before you
Untrained by...
I spent years watching...
I heard. Must have changed everything for your family.
We needed to start over somewhere new together. Or as together as we could. So?
None of you writers ever think small, do you?
See you later.
Got your memo, Suvi. Data's right here, but I'm not sure.
Tell me you have it all sequenced. Perfect.
Testing.
Brute force, Dr. Anwar?
Tried and...
Key found.
Whoa.
It just locked onto a transmission.
Does it compromise our security?
The device is a receiver. It will not reveal our location.
This transmission is audio.
The Archon has abandoned our way, spurns tradition. He abuses his authority, upset this cannot. An Archon stands tall only while we hold him up.
Someone's gunning for the Archon. I'd say that's something we can exploit.
You don't mean try to make some kind of deal?
Don't know yet. What else is in the transmission?
It's the same stuff. It repeats. I wonder if there's a way to trace the signal. Scanning for nav point. I'll transmit it to your Omni tool, in case you want to check it out.
What do you think we'll find out there?
I don't know.
What? Just detected a ZK tracker.
Scan's ready. We need Dr. Kennedy's location.
Understood, believe me. Anomaly on sensors. Something's different, Pathfinder. An Angara signal in the tracker.
Try and get me the last message through.
Attached. We find the sources. Tech will give us initiative access. The breeder's also a symbolic target. No mercy.
Rokar targeting Dr. Kennedy. Suvi, do we have her?
Negative. We need another tracker.
Damn it.
Some Krogan hero.
Hero? More like a lucky idiot.
Maybe they named the system after him because of the nebula. That bit there looks like a Krogan.
I don't know. I see it.
Now orbiting Kadara.
What's your poison?
I'm not picky.
My kind of customer. First round's on me. You're more reputable than my usual clientele.
What was it like after leaving the Nexus?
Oh, it was lovely. One big, smelly mutineer party.
Your sarcasm survived the trip.
What can I say? It sucked. We had limited supplies and nowhere to go. Kadara's paradise in comparison, even with the shite water.
Your bar has a unique design. Something tells me these cages aren't just decorative.
They're for your protection as much as ours. Trust me, my employees can take care of themselves.
Guessing you had issues?
Outlaws and pirates aren't known for their manners. Some customers got rowdy and ended up losing fingers. The bars won't stop a bullet, but it's a clear warning to keep your hands to yourself.
The outcasts or the collective giving you any trouble?
Not really. They tend to shoot each other in remote places, where no one's looking. That won't last forever. All it takes is one wrong move and things get ugly.
What will you do then?
Board up the place and hold out till the smoke clears.
I'll let you get back to it.
Never enough drinks to pour.
Ryder, perfect timing. You saved me the trouble of looking for you.
Something wrong? Have there been more murders?
Nothing so morbid. This is actually a business rival, Zia. We worked so well together on the Rokar job, I thought you'd be willing.
How'd this rival of yours get hold of your cargo?
Her usual tactics. Got my middleman drunk, then stole his ship.
Sounds like you know from experience.
Please, I keep to a 3-drink maximum when I'm on a job.
What did she steal?
No idea. Client paid extra for privacy. Considering my fees, it must be valuable.
You didn't check?
Honor's got a price. And the client paid it.
We cut the profits, 50-50.
60-40. Final offer.
Deal.
When she stops in Kadara, Zia drinks at Krala's song. We'll start there. See if Umi heard anything that could help us.
Serving with Asari commandos doesn't make you Asari.
When did I say that? You sure act like it sometimes. It's kind of funny.
Just saying, don't be that person. Nothing worse.
Pathfinder, my sensors read an Andromeda plant sample nearby.
Get ready to fight!
We're all clear.
Andromeda plant sample detected nearby.
Enemies! Think that's it.
Alien cultures need to learn from each other, change, grow. Here we go again. Otherwise, what's the point of the initiative? Finding new stuff? Not rehashing everything old and ending up the same? Asari culture's old to you, not to us. Sure thing, matriarch. Can we get back to something interesting?
Looks like outlaws are camping this site. Outlaws.
Hey, Sam. Are these ruins?
Nice shot!
All right. Let's find the piece of tech PB needs. Checking this container. Empty, but there's a data pad. Looks like there's a message for us.
Hope my boys put up a fight. But you're too slow, Pathfinder. I got what you're looking for. I'll meet you and your Asari at Kadara Port. You can buy the tech from me.